morning again. Here's the third card in this series that we're doing. I showed you all the paper yesterday. This is the back of this paper we're using today. Very gorgeous paper. Petal Promenade. Today we're going to do this card. We did this one yesterday and this one the day before. Both very beautiful. Today we're doing this card. Same products, only this time we're going to do Tranquil Tide. And you get my little mat there so I don't make a mess. And we're using let's see, look at this. I'm going to use the Layering Circles Framelits. This one is the second to the smallest to cut the let's get this out like this so you can see this piece. And then on the circles it's also the second to the smallest. Okay, and then this is Tranquil Tide Ink, and the base is Tranquil Tide. So let's get started on this. I stamped the envelope this time with Forever Lovely, this flower right here, and then this leaf I stamped off and then stamped it so it wouldn't be darker than the flower. And then I used Golden Afternoon to stamp Thankful for Friends Like You. And then on the inside piece, which I've already stamped, I used Hope Your Day is as Wonderful as You. And then from Amazing Life, I used the Happy Birthday. So those are the stamp sets. And I stamped that flower and leaves on the inside panel. We'll go ahead and put that one on since it's done. So glue that. This piece is 5 by 3 3/4. And it's very vanilla. I'm using pretty much the same color palette that I have used on the last two cards, but each time I'm making the base a different color. And this base is same as yesterday. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I didn't cut the center out of this piece. This is Blushing Bride. This is very vanilla. This piece is 5 3/4 by 4 1/4. And this piece is 5 1/4 by 4, and I embossed it with this beautiful embossing folder that I showed you on the last two videos. And we're just going to glue that to our Blushing Bride piece. And liquid glue, when you have a folder that's, or not a folder, but when you've embossed something with such deep impressions, it's really good to use liquid glue because it helps get it into all the little crevices. Okay. And then I'm going to glue these two pieces together. This is Fresh Fig. This piece is 5 1/4 by 2, and this one, if I can read it, 5 1/4 by 2 1/8. So just a little bit wider. than this piece, but they're the same length. And I want this way. So just kind of center it up and down, and then make sure that it's flush on each end. You can always trim it. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue these together. So then all our gluing will be done. Challenge I have with my sentiments is finding the one that'll fit in the piece I'm wanting to use. This one fit nicely. Okay, all our gluing is done. Set that aside. This Tranquil Tide ribbon is no longer available, but you can use the Tranquil Tide ribbon that's in the annual catalog. Looks a little, it's not velvet, but it's very nice ribbon. I'm really bad about using up my stuff, and I thought I need to use up this ribbon because this color is retiring. It's only till, through 2019, I think, just through, available through, May 31st, I think, because it's the 2019 colors, and they're going to come out with new colors. So, I think I'm going to put a few on here. I don't really like that ribbon. Oh, that's be fine, I guess. Let's put, I want to put this on first so I make sure it's where I want it. And then I know where to center the ribbon. If I put the ribbon on first, and it might not be, I want it centered and it might not be centered. Let's use these. Just there. There. And one there. That ought to be enough. I had a package that I was expecting from Stampin' Up! Last week, and then it snowed and we had no power and UPS didn't show up, and so it was over a week late, and I wanted it. Okay, so this is going, I want this to be, let me see if I think I need to trim that just a little. Because I think it's just slightly too long. Let's trim it here. I think the when you emboss, it shrinks the paper up a little bit. So I'm pretty sure that was just slightly too long. So I want it to be to the ends of the Very Vanilla and not go past it. Oh, that's better. I'm going to turn this upside down so I can get it even without getting my head in the way. That's about a ½ inch from the top of the Very Vanilla. Yeah, that looks good. So now we can put this on and I can get it centered where I want it. Off. put this piece up. Oh, I'm thinking it might need to be up on dimensionals, but I didn't really want that much dimension. So what we're going to do is center that between the bottom of that panel and like that. Maybe. I'm going to put tape on this also because this ribbon is a little bit thick. And it's a bit of a challenge. Doesn't look like that's that even. It's a little bit of a challenge to tie the bow. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, tape that. See how thick that's kind of thick. And sometimes even though you put plenty of glue on there, it doesn't want to stick. But we'll try it. I think what I did is I used snail on this. I wanted to make sure it stayed stuck down. So let's use snail on this. Start. Okay. I'm snail challenged, let me tell you. I don't know what I do wrong, but I have a hard time with it. Maybe it's just a dispenser. That looks good. Just a bit in the middle, just okay. Now we'll put this on the front. I always try centering it on the 3 edges first, because once you stick it down, it pretty much stays there. Okay, and then I used Dimensionals on the back of my sentiment. And I put 3 on there. I thought these cards turned out pretty. I know a lot of it's the paper. It's gorgeous paper. And then I took my bow that I already made and put glue dots on the back. See how I tried to make it, because the back side is just kind of a pale color, and I wanted the green, the fuzzy part showing on the whole thing. And the ribbon that's free, the Rich Razzleberry, is the same type of material. I wanted to use it on this card, but it doesn't match exactly. But you can get Tranquil Tide ribbon. And this is, or not Tranquil, this is Tranquil Tide. But you can get Fresh Fig ribbon in the annual catalogs. It's just different than this. So I put that here. Hopefully it'll stay stuck on that ribbon. I might put one of these underneath it. Underneath that. I thought I did. I think it needs something under it so that that ribbon doesn't move. The bow is heavy. Okay. There. That's better. More stable. And the last touch are the rhinestones. I put one there. Put one up there. And then I put one down here by the ribbon, just to be different. Right there. Okay. And that's today's card. I hope you enjoyed this. Enjoy this card. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Give me some comments. Sign up as a demonstrator for $99, $175 worth of product. Your name in the drawing 3 times. There's my host code for every $50. Up to $150. Don't. If you buy $150 worth of product, don't use that code because you get your own. If you don't want to be a demonstrator, just purchase product. Paper pumpkin, you've got a couple more days. You got until March 10th, which is Sunday, to sign up for March Paper Pumpkin. It's their 6th birthday, and you get a free stamp set in addition to the one that normally comes in the box. So, I hope you have a lovely day. Stay warm. I hope you're enjoying my videos. I know I'm enjoying making them. So have a blessed day and keep warm.